Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Passive Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning, welcome. And for those of you who are new, I am Nicole. It is lovely to have all of you. Welcome, to your daily reading, Monday through Friday. This is going to be for Monday, November 13th. And we're just going to see what's coming up in the energy. We have the new moon in Scorpio today. It did its thing. I forget what time now. It's evading my thoughts. So let's just jump into it. This is going to be in all signs. So, take what resonates, leave the rest behind, or leave it for somebody else, however you want to word that. We're just going to see what's going on. For those of you who have donated and subscribed to the channel, thank you so very much. For those of you who have booked personal readings, you guys have been fantastic. And I true heart space gratitude coming out to you. So thank you very much for all the ways you support the channel. So, all right, personal reads are open this week. That information can be found in the description box below, as well as the about section of the page. And you can go to holisticallyzenwv.com too for a full list of products and services. I almost said Scorpio. Good gravy. I just did their reading last night. So guys, listening and vision. I think that right now you're in a space of taking everything in. The energy, this could have been yesterday, today, tomorrow, timing is fluid. But I do feel like you're in a space of kind of observing life right now, and then creating, obviously, with this new moon, right? Manifesting what it is that reaches our heart's desires, what it is that you are hopeful, wishful of, and being okay with letting the past be the past, moving on into calmer waters. Spirit is saying deciding what is rightfully yours too. So this could be a matter of, your confidence boosting right now and addressing boundaries, what it is that your heart needs, what it is that you're mentally, what brings you clarity around situations at this time as well. So let's see for today. And I just said confidence. What card comes out? The confidence card. And you can't make it up. 222 on the clock, letting go. Our new moons are about those manifestations and what it is that we desire to move into, the way we envision our life, what it is that we want to start a new path on or create for ourselves. And then that card actually is 22, rigid being in the reverse, and the high priestess of water. That's Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces energy right there in this particular deck. But and I've said this last week in some of the reads, and I'm going to reiterate this. Yes, the new moon is about manifesting, but the new moon is also about release, because in order to make room for those new things, we have to be willing to let go of the things that are not serving our higher good, or serving us in the daily life that just feels to be burdensome at the end of the day. Confidence building is going, I can tame these things, I can master these things. 313, I keep looking at that clock for some reason. Finding that your confidence is building, your confidence is boosting. For some of you, you may not know where you're headed right now. Others of you, it's like you're getting a clearer picture on how you want things to work out, and finding that as you are resolving yourself to the past, as you are awakening to prior contracts, whether it's with people, on a soul level, situations that you've been in, again, that are not fulfilling you the way that you need to be fulfilled, that this confidence of, what, I'm going to go in, I'm going to jump in, and I'm going to go with it, and what is meant for me is going to work out, and what doesn't, it may go to the wayside, and that's okay too. So, with Scorpio energy, it's very transformative. They are the death and the rebirth, right? Again, and I said this, actually, I think I said this in the new moon reading, that, we don't just encompass our sun, our moon, our rising, our Venus. We encompass all energies, and especially when we're going through these cycles, you can be taking on the energy of the sign in which the moon is falling in. So right now, being Scorpio, being okay with letting go, recognizing the pain, the sorrows, sitting with that for so long as you need to, so that you can release yourself to new beginnings. And this confidence is finding that within you. Right? I don't feel like most of you are looking to outside sources at this time. This is about building yourself up and leaving legacy behind for what it is you desire, setting the good example for family, friends, your children, your partners. It is stepping into your power. So 5, I don't know what it is this morning with that, but 5, change, right? All right, Spirit, what are doors to personal healing and happiness? A lot of you can be transitioning the emotional energy right now. Again, stepping into what feels good for you, and willing to see beyond what is sitting right in front of you at any particular time, and going, you know, this is the life that I want to live. This is where I want to go. I want to have plentiful, you know, abundance and happiness and joy in my life. And I'm willing to work through my fears. I'm willing to work through the dark and the difficult times, because it's worn me out. It's torn me down. So, and then what do we have underneath there? The blossoming abundance, rest, and rejuvenation. Sitting with this, this empowered idea of self, that you can make anything happen. And I want to just say to you, the Spirit's kind of giving a warning, make sure you're keeping that vibrational level up, right? So it's like, also pay attention. Like, we can get into a mood of a feeling that we feel jovial, we feel like we are making this massive progress, and it feels really good in the moment, and we have one little thing that kind of comes in and can knock us off center, and we find ourselves slipping back into old patterns and routines. Be careful as you move forward. Like, what are you doing at this time to care for yourself? Are you meditating? Are you walking? Are you getting out in nature? You know, are you keeping up with the housework? Are you keeping up with the kids? Like, you're feeling really in balance right now. So pay attention to the good habits that you are exhibiting right now, so that you can carry those forward. So even on a bad day, whether it's a gratitude list, that you can go, you know what? I remember November 13th, I felt so great and full of confidence. What is it about a particular situation on a Friday afternoon that I feel just wiped out again, and I'm lacking the ability to stay strong in the energy that I've had? So it's just kind of like Spirit saying, pay attention right now to how you feel, why you feel good. Some of you, Spirit is saying, could be involving yourself in charity work, things like that. Keep up with that energy, nurture that energy. You know, Scorpio is the emotions. Nurture those things. Be that caregiver to the self and to those around you, equally though, right? You're not pouring everything from yourself. You're expecting to get it back. So I'm gonna put this back in there. Okay, sorry, I was reading that. Right, let's see what else for the collective today, Spirit. November 13th, what else does the collective need to know? Healer of the ages. Some of you could be taking the next steps in your spiritual journey as well, opening yourself up to the presence of the divine. Really, some of you are really being fueled by past spiritual growth, and 2/6 is here as well. You know, that is going back. Some of you could have started your spiritual journey in your childhood, right? Like, you could have just seen things differently than most people did. You were not afraid to question, and this is Scorpio. Like, they don't really care too much. They just do their thing. You know, not caring how other people perceived you, and you know, if it felt right to you and you wanted to question the traditions or the values, and we're going to see a lot of that with Pluto and Aquarius, you just did it. You know, and now it's kind of like it's paying off that you were willing to question the belief systems. You may be questioning your own belief systems at this time too, going, you know, I've been involved in this spiritual aspect of myself for so long, and then I was doing things this way and this way. I think my perspective on this needs to shift so that I can allow for this deeper healing to occur, so I can get to my higher self, right? So very interesting. One more card from Spirit. November 13th for the collective. What do they need to know? First chakra. Some of you could be very focused. There's the Sun and the cornucopia and the Strength card. Really persevering kind of energy and leaving behind anything, again, that's baggage. It's weighed you down, you know, whether it's been today, 3 weeks, 3 years, 30 years, whatever. Excuse me, my eyes itching. First chakra, Archangel Michael, that is our stability, our security, our foundations. I do think that you guys are rooting yourself again in more of a spiritual aspect of what is secure to you. And it's almost kind of questioning, what is security to me? What is it to me that gives me the strength to persevere? lot of energy could be surrounding the home, the family, the foundations right now as well. Ground your energy, especially if you're feeling the emotional, I don't want to call it turmoil, but excitement, because it kind of comes in two-sided, that it's super exciting that you feel this new confident energy, but in the same space, you know, putting on a brave face and moving forward into something that is much more harmonious can be scary, right? It's a change from your norm. So in that, it's like, you know, you're trying to find that balance again of staying in that energy, creating a better foundation than the past. It's like if the tower has come in and wiped everything out, you know, you're building from scratch again. And, you know, it's evolvement of the soul. It's, you know, you're doing the work, you're putting in the work, taking control over your life again. Some of you could have dealt with people that really pulled the rug out from underneath you, where, you know, you gave up your power and control of your world, you know, where you do have control over things. And now, you know, this door to personal healing and happiness is, I am the dictator to my own existence. The Fool card, stepping out there with the card of Scorpio, the Death card. You know, this is a new risk. This is a new journey. This is a new belief system. This is starting over from scratch. This is, you know, again, not knowing where you're going maybe, but knowing that and trusting that Spirit and the divine powers be, you know, have got your back and they're going to see you through to this journey. There could be companionship for some of you as well. You see this dog sitting there, you know, with the Fool, right? He's going on the Fool's journey as his companion. You could be making new connections at this time. This could be new romance and partnerships as well, because it's like starting anew. It's a refreshed kind of energy. You get the Knight of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. Again, kind of at a crossroads maybe on certain aspects, not all aspects. When I said about questioning your belief system or the patterns and the things that you're seeing over time, you know, this Two of Swords is knowing that there's something beyond where you've been and approaching it in a much more diligent manner rather than kind of impulsively jumping into things. So you're exercising the right to tame your own inner demons and working towards this bravery, this strength, this courage with the Strength card, right? That is going to come in a much calmer way. A lot of Six of Swords kind of energy, moving on to those calmer waters and shores. You know, you've endured a battle, moving on, separating yourself from things that are not healthy. And then on top of that, when you think about the Six of Swords in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, there's a guy on there with the boat, or on the boat leading the way. You know, maybe he's a companion to the lady that's sitting in the boat with the child, but either way, it's like the representation of it that Spirit is giving me is that only certain people are able to come along on this journey with you. So you may be leaving back, you know, old friendships, old partnerships, things that were tried and tested that didn't come to fruition, and only so much of either you, of the person you used to be, or certain people are going to be able to move forward as you heal and progress in your journey. I think that your strength and courage and confidence is kind of throwing some people off, especially when it comes to leaving confusion behind. So people that were already confused and you're making an exit all of a sudden, that may leave them feeling even more confused as to what it is they're supposed to do. I will say some people are going to fall behind in this, still that need of instant gratification of what is shiny and new, and also do not be caught up in the illusion of what is shiny and new, but rather putting the work in so that you have clarity moving forward. And this first chakra, what is this about, Spirit? Hangman, you're seeing a different side to your partnerships, your foundations, your relationships, your work, your life as a whole. You're being much more, these twos I don't feel are a bad thing. Like, typically I see the twos and I'm like, oh geez, someone's gonna make a decision, and that's that Gemini moon in me going, oh Lord, you know, which way do I go? But with this Two of Pentacles and this Two of Swords with the Eight of Pentacles, to me, in the Page of Wands, is addressing any new opportunities that are coming in, and rather than scattering your energy. You're really honing in. It's like I can seeing the Seven of Pentacles too. You're honing that energy in on specific things. You could be testing different things out right now with that Two of Pentacles going, if I invest my energy here, what kind of return am I getting on that investment? Whether it's your time, your money, your efforts, you know, love, it doesn't matter. But it's like, okay, I'm going to try this and see how these things are working out. And it feels much slower. It's not so much a juggling act as it is testing it. Testing how this new lifestyle is working out for you as you move on. Friday, they keep giving me the day of Friday for some reason. So Friday could be very, very important to you in relation to a job or something as well. Yeah, Ten of Wands in reverse, laying those burdens down and being optimistic and communicative, you know, to what is coming in. You're really looking at the beauty of the changes that are happening. So definitely being in a space of gratitude and you know, appreciation for these experiences that you've got going on right now. Behind that, we've got the Emperor and the Empress and the Queen of Swords. Very clear cut, open, honest communication on this new beginning. The Emperor and the Empress, it doesn't get any more divine partner and pairing than that. So some of you could be exchanging at this time if you've been single for a while. You know, you could be, you know, investing in something. There's some communication coming in. There's offers of like renewed hope, or if you've been in a partnership where you're kind of renewing where you've been with this person and stepping back into the things that feel good, and maybe, you know, taking time out and going to dinner, or expressing issues around time constraints so that you can get together and make things happen as well. And it's about the honesty that's coming through. There's a very brutal, blunt honesty into this partnership or this pairing that maybe I don't have a whole lot to give, but I'm going to do my very best right now. And this communication of this is, you know, like ready and waiting. It's like ready but waiting. And then this Page of Pentacles is coming in with this, you know, you give to me, I'll give to you. Like, let's start anew. And, you know, the Knight and the Pages have come out significantly more so than I think I've seen them in a very long time in the past week or so. So this is this innocence. This is this new movement. This is like getting our legs again, understanding how these new beginnings are taking shape. And, you know, I see the Knights and the Pages both, especially the Pages, you know, they're learning. They're learning how to master skills. They're learning a whole new way. They are testing, you know, they're in that student space of the student learner, right? So this is what this is. Even though, like, if you're dealing with somebody, and it doesn't have to be you know, relationships, partnerships, but I think across the board, anybody that you're really working with, you've both come to a place of elevation that is, you know, like you've mastered certain areas around your life, whether it's your divine feminine and your divine masculine energy, both of you. Now it's like, now that I've learned what it means to get to this point, how do I do it differently, and how do I relearn or learn and unlearn unlearn the things of the past so that I can learn the new ways of doing things that are going to be more productive and sitting tightly on a firm, solid foundation that's been built from the ground up in the right way. So I think that this is really beautiful energy, guys, to be in with this new moon. Harness that power, harness this new beginning, open yourself up to thinking differently and seeing things differently. Don't wear yourself down. Don't go 90 miles an hour. You know, Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Swords is going, you know, slow and steady wins the race. So I love this. The Sun, the most beautiful card in the deck, the Sun. And then, you know, you're harvesting cornucopia. You're harvesting these rewards. And side note, 111 there as well. So beautiful energy, guys. I'm sending you the best this Monday. The mid-month readings are making their way out. Quite a few of them are already out. I'm going to finish those up, or not mid-month, I'm sorry, the weekly. Half of those are out. The other half are going to come out today. Mid-month will start probably coming out tomorrow. Get all of those out to you guys, and then we'll see where the road takes us and get some other videos out to you guys. I'm sending you all the best, wishing you a wonderful Monday. Hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.